Alright, chat. We're going to the edge of the universe. Moonbreeda's mother looks just like her. It's crazy.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
Sid!
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship.
Thanks, bro.
It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Ah, don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do.
That's good. Thank you.
Feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
So, have you thought of a name?
A
Ooh,
name?
no.
Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Real.
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested
Ooh, a
as
name.
much to Fortuno,
Oh.
who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
Okay, Fortuno, what do you have? Better be nice.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
Hydaelyn?
From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisoix not fought to protect this world, and in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here.
Maybe.
In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The Starship Ragnarok.
Ragnarok is a fire name. You know what? You cooked with that one, Fortuno. He cooked with that one. I can't even front. That's a fire name.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Sicker, did he bring everyone? Whoa! He brought all the tribes! He brought actually everybody.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight...
Oh, they need the primals.
...of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves.
Oh. W living way.
thou wouldst employ summoning.
Yeah, the
Should I say
primals.
its precursor, creation magics.
Which the tribes know a lot of.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Makes sense.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporrit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Yeah.
Indeed! Indeed!
That's so smart.
While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Wow.
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief.
So we just don't do that.
Thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug. But I think we'll be safe enough.
But it's not.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you.
Thanks,
When
Urban.
the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
Yeah.
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
W societies. I just helped a few of them. I'm like trusted with a few of these tribes, which is pretty cool.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Oh. What is that?
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
Oh, cool.
There is no telling what hazards
Get out
you
of
may
jail
encounter.
free card.
If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate.
W Blue Ida.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Thank you.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
Thanks, Living Way.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go. And Godspeed.
Godspeed. Let's go. Oh, so this is, I don't know why it just clicked. This is the ship in the title card. I remember seeing the title card. I was like, that's a really cool ship. I don't know why this is that ship. I just realized. If you come to this way, I will direct you to the bridge. We're going to Ragnarok. I mean, we're going on the Ragnarok, not to Ragnarok. We're going to space. And that's it cooler in itself, honestly. We get to explore space. That's cool. I wonder if we're gonna see planets on the way there, or if we're just gonna go straight to where Medion is. Oh wow, the inside looks huge. Whoa. That looks cool. Sleeping Way. Who put Sleeping Way in the control center? Out of anyone that should be there, it should not be Sleeping Way.
Everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back.
Oh, you were good. Thank you, Sleeping Way.
Right then, make yourselves comfortable.
I can't be bothered. Just like me for real. Whoa!
It's incredible.
Couldn't say it better myself.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
Let's go.
So, are we ready?
We are.
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burned-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Issue the command to launch. Let's do it. Let's go. Hello, Sleeping Way.
Engage!
Engage.
Engage!
Sheesh. That looks so sick. Whoa! Oh, that is so cool. Whoa, I've never seen the word from this high before. That looks crazy. What? Oh, the primal summonings. Efforts. No, that's so sick. Nah, that is so sick. What? All of them. Nah, that's that is cool. Garuda.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
Nobody asked. Just do your job.
Do not sulk so. For thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice.
Talk about it.
So come, let us revel.
That is so cool. Whoa.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free.
Thank you. That is so cool. That is so, bruh. Nah. Was it like hyperdrive? That's it. We're out. No turning back now. Oh, it is like hyperspeed.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
He's sleeping, isn't he? Oh, he's awake.
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
Nice, good to hear.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
What's carats in times? What does that mean? Is that hours?
Let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
Yep. I wonder what Istola's gonna do though.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's
Because
ready to
she's
take off
like,
at a moment's notice.
what is she gonna do?
We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't. Like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours.
Yeah, fair.
Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits. And you should as well.
No, that's a good point.
We promise to be careful.
That's actually a very good thing to say.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive.
Don't try to be a hero. Just get the hell out of there. Uh-oh. That does not sound good.
What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment.
Meteon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Greetings.
It's Meteon. She's here! Not the dolly zoom.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Meteon.
So this is Meteon.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They don't know what she looks like. Only me. I forgot.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters?
Oh, that's not Meteon. Who are you?
I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that.
Oh well, they have a hive mind. So it's one of the Meteors.
Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
That's what we don't want.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you.
Facts.
We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Facts.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours.
Oh, shit.
Suffocated and extinguished now.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh no. Oh no!
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end.
Bro?
Where those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
Bro?
By the Fury. Thancred?
Where the hell is Thancred? Oh god, what did he do?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
Did he stop her in time, at least for a little bit?
This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
Huh? It must be Meteon's, like... the Meteon we know.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look.
Okay, yeah, he probably did. I wonder if she made it to look like...
I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
to look like Elpis. Because that would be crazy. And that would mean that the Meatown we know was still in there somewhere.
That the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End.
Oh no, it is not. What the hell?
In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell.
Whoa.
So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this. The final chapter in the tale of the star.
The final chapter? Ultima Thule. Well, there's way less light pollution, so the sky looks so much more beautiful.
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. The environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
The last chapter. I can't guarantee it will be of help these strange surroundings, but I've readied a provision node in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger, here I expect you to return to Ragnarok at once. We're fortunate that this place can support life, albeit barely. I suspect given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that, we must find Thancred. Try not to stay too far, lest we lose sight of one another. It is very dark out here. Were you able to find anything? As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. There is nothing but emptiness as far as I can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted, leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. That must be the Akasha. Or the dragons. I think there's something over there. We were talking about the dragons? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. You tell me you can't see these dragons? Before we jump to any conclusion, perhaps we should search elsewhere. What? Agreed. We found only more questions when we are desperately in need of answers. There's a first stretch of terrain from the ship's port side we've yet to explore. Let's try searching there then. Can they not see the dragons that I can see? I'm starting to lose it. Are there dragons? Am I hallucinating? A word before we join the others. You see them too, don't you? The dragons? Wait, Astinian can see them. Well, Astinian is the fucking dragon guy, so of course he can see them. As I thought, though presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgardsormr and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Oh! Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live in Aetheris? I mean, we did see a structure that Kuraha said that he recognized, but we knew Graha was like part of like all his beings in the different realms. Like we knew like him being the Crystal Exarch, he was able to see a bunch of things. So maybe he just recognizes it from one of his many like selves. That would make sense. But better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish, what happened to them, I wonder. Well, no, they have to be able to, they might be able to see these ones though. They seem like they're more made of light. And the other ones are made of darkness. Oh, that one's sleeping.
Dragons? Here?
Oh, they see these ones. Yeah, Estinian's on business.
Of a world that once
Oh.
was.
Oh. Hello, Mita.
A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred, where is he?
Yeah, what'd you do with them?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
Huh?
Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
What? What does that mean?
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe.
What does she do?
Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be
No. Fuck off.
Yet
Fuck
somehow,
off.
He managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul? In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive.
Fuck off.
That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
So thankfully is the reason why we can breathe here.
We should hurry and tend to business.
Thank you, Estinian, standing on fucking business. Wait, so what the fuck is going on? Where the fuck is Thancred?
It's futile. You will never reach the true me.
If his soul lives on, we can get it back. We've done it before.
Emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
You're just yapping at this point.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I don't know, man.
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this
He's
far.
not dead. He's not fucking dead. He's not dead.
Agreed. We cannot
He's
turn
not
tail
dead.
here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. He's not dead. He said his soul is here. He's the reason why we're able to breathe here. If his soul is here, we can get his soul back. We've done it before. He's not dead. Fuck off. I won't believe it. Soul without body. A form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Exactly. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. Exactly. Circumstances are rather more dire than that. 'Tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Exactly. Thank you, Urianjay. Thank you. Regardless, in the sacrifice he had afforded us the chance to prevail, let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm we might confront and defeat Meteon. Estinian, would you accompany me to speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surroundings. And there's a path that may lead us to our quarry. We must find it. Very well, we can reconvene here when everyone else is finished. Meteon said these dragons are shadow and shade, from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Retrieve the dragon. Why is the dragonette fighting the... The boisterous howling had been quieted by the hand, I presume. Everything alright? I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. I see what's happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps some eggs within Omno are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Oh no, yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. It's your kid, bro. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Until chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon our prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. Wow, so they came here, fucked shit up, they surrendered, and then the people just left. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild. A futile effort. In pure soil replete with ether did we only cultivate our nesting grounds. But our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured into desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerged as abominations. Wow. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. Oh, that makes sense. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash. Wow. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now chose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, freed from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there's another star. Our star. The lettering just keeps getting weirder. The test of will. They were only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself come to an end. The sole reward of senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand and wish that I did not. What fools we were. And now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. We were able to establish a meaningful contact with the dragons. I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you. As for our port, I believe we are more accurately aware of our confines. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us somewhere? Damn. I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of the island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside the space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Leopards to search for a potential path. Nice. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding areas. Until we know more, I think it's too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Medion told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure the emotions might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. We can try. So what are we saying? We've no way forward? At present, within the need emotions that govern the island, perhaps it is not Meteons, but the dragons that hold us here. Oh, because they've given up on venturing any further out. They're tired of conflict and they have chose a path of oblivion to escape. Rather, they chose no path at all, meaning there's no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. That makes sense. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded. Their reasoning to build on the future of turmoil and strife without irrefutable proof for the future is not bleak. Maybe persuasion is not the answer. Maybe they have to see. But how do we show them? Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thinker's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner by overpowering the prevailing emotions. Was Ultima Thule's architect Meteon herself, against whom Thinker did pit himself in a clash of wills? Though I marked no leader among them, as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than others. Potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen. Their tone and timbre alone threatened to rend my heart to twain. Challenging his desire to remain may also alter the island. Okay, where's he at? Unless I fear my vaunted rhetoric avail me not against his calcifying heart, but mayhap one of you will fare better. It's worth a shot. And I shall guide thee. I'll end, we call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby. But what we have to lose, let's get going.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
Damn.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Asinian is the best person for this one.
So,
waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Our pride is crushed, and our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled, and the heavens offer no comfort. There is nothing left for our kin. Our long lives occurs as we wait our end. Still as stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs.
Midgardsamar.
They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin on another star? And yet, upon thee do I spill the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home? Yeah, that was one off. Nidhogg was a one-off.
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Even will of sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retributions will turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the others, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity.
True.
And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Uh-oh. He's gonna come to a bird?
Estinian! Stay back.
We got this, bro. We got the power of Nidhogg. We tire of war. We tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson strained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
The fuck do you mean? Estinian?
No! Not Estinian too!
There's a wind.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
They're fucking lying. Alphino?
Oh, Alphino.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
They're lying. They're lying. I don't want to continue. They're lying, they're lying, they're lying, they're lying, they're lying. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. We were just sitting down laughing about the future. No. This is the Stinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should ride his flow and see where it leads. I'm scared. He did. He found the way forward first. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. Yet the city knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end. Why are they talking like he's gone forever? And he's still fighting off and just like Thancred. That's I refuse to believe they let Thancred go out like that. I refuse with every ounce of my being that they let Thancred go out like that. I refuse. Let alone Estinian, I refuse. Jose is right, we must press on for their sake. What is this? The lettering's just getting worse and worse. Rose paved sacrifice. As the story analogy said, we must continue. It would be prudent to learn more of it, then tread carefully lest we lose our footing in their sand. Were it not the violent crystal embedded in the surface, would appear as ordinary stone. A curious script hath been etched up upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar. I cannot say I recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song, and it's true with the written world entirely, so we may assume that this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Meteon claimed that dragons world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like it or not, thought to wend its way towards the similar end. What I suppose that is over there. I'm not sure, it's hard to make out in this distance. But its surface seems to bear the same crystal as this monument. Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them, the both. We should go and have a look, come on. A ghostly figure. Fellow travelers, this is a most unexpected occurrence. Oh, hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me. I've forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom is acquainted. What the hell? When the vibration of vocals forward was still required to convey our thoughts, the intentions, Ia, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Ia, though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this application. As for nomenclature, to address my individual person, I believe it will be pronounced Kopa. Yes, Kopa Kud of the Ia. We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never ones that wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via a medium of ether, or dynamis, as this space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask you. Like yourselves, we Ia are ether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, smell. In total, I have prepared 198,712,180,827 questions? Bro, relax. Alright, that's rather a lot, isn't it? My apologies. I've omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered the need for the flesh and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Let's take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame to reference our sensation once experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environments. And the reason you need to regain corporeal forms? Why? To bring an end to our existence, of course. Okay. They want to get their bodies back to kill themselves. Though need is perhaps a strong word, it would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric extinguators. But such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper deaths require an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final thoughts, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. What the hell? Would very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any question you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well. To ensure infatuation exchange, I hereby invite you into our home. Yes, the abode of the Ia, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the Ea wandering the desert. Their desires of bodies and flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would find me, follow me. This is going rather smoothly, not that I'm complaining. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization is seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all that they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers you will find remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures here. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal bodies? Corporeal. An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If in our idleness we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. For while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object to where you do disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of the crystalline domiciles to communicate. Interesting. It's like turning into more and more of a different language. I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few EA have awakened. Ah, there they are. EA Sports. It's in the game. Might introduce you to La Du and Ne. It has been a long time, Cope. I dare say Stater 4 has survived. Indeed, until the travelers brought into my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers? Ah, of course, the ones who wish to know why we seek regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is it's plain to see as the neighboring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirements for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them to awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms, and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. But the way Cope have you all already observed the requisite customs for the travels, that which one is expected to do with receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Ah yes, so long as has it been, it had completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't remember. I can't seem to remember. Oh. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, Ne. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dollar. Surely you'll recall the match. Ah, of course, food. The custom is to serve food. Being of flesh, such as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right. We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If you have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest ether. Okay. This facility is where we replenish our ether. There's no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. So do we. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Okay. You brace yourself for the rush of sweet, sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. You brace yourself again, but nothing happens. Just as I suspected, meticulous as one might recreate the ES homeworld, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to that fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of recreated Amarat. However, appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. So, did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it, a deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? Through your mouths, as you say? How very primitive and quaint. To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Oh wow, really? Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh, and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? These little ghosties, I love them so much. They're cool. Your flesh and blood being are almost always so hasty. It does have a claim. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Ea yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancements. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. Oh, it's one of the worlds that from the tangibles such as land to intangibles such as labor, there exists myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining was always the flesh. Our natural lifespans was distressingly middling, you see, too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them, the limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. Oh. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena, and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believe that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. Ah. And did you find the answer you sought? That's what led to their ruin, I'm assuming. Yes, we did. Oh wow. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you will learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, It would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They are possessed a corporeal form, their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, it is not our duty to warn them. Oh, is it not our duty to warn them? What thinkest thou? Oh? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth discovered, the truth of the universe. Okay. Seek us to the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegia. The truth of the universe. Interesting. A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led us enlightened people to this indolent end. So it's definitely one of the worlds that the medias went to, because they did say there was a world that sought out like getting rid of fear, pain, and anxiety, but then they would soon realize that you can't have one without the other. So maybe it's that world. Ere we join the IA, there's a trifling matter I would fain investigate. Sir, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode if you would kindly follow me. I don't know what mischief you're plotting, Yurianje, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go ahead to Elegia. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. You want to speak, far away? What's up, Yurianje? This place shall serve. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? Pray forgive me, my friends, but there's not to investigate. Bruh. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. Okay. You have our undivided attention. As we established, here's the ultimate tool. Those denizens of ruined stars are created in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet among the living. How dost thou suppose this possible? Meteon has taken their hearts unto herself. Meteon had made contact with them while they were still alive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think one of the Meteors were here when they found them. Of course, she must have visited the stars of the dragons and the EA before either race perished in their entirety. That's what I'm saying. I remember them mentioning it in the report. That's because she make their emotions her own and let them create more. So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteons perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own. A heightened sense of empathy, intrinsic to her nature as an enteleki. I skipped that by accident. She would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis. 'Tis my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteon did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons in Ea unto their doom. Okay. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end of is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourself this: in the place where we stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? That's how Fandaniel was, right? And Fandaniel wanted to die. And there again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades, bringing thee into my confidence. I will remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it a fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the crystal Azar. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we are bound to thy demise. I ask now thou dost returneth the favor, and abide in faith to fulfill mine own destiny. If you ask, say my death has come due, how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs to go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance to answer I have found within. The answer to the question is that moment might I stand strongest. After all we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must, do what you must. And see your conviction through. Please not ODNJ, please. Please, please. Let's be off to Allegia. Please not ODNJ. It seems everyone is accounted for, shall we then?
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not. We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb-3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, We sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter.
Okay.
The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was cold.
So they kind of came to the point of like, what's the point of doing anything if we're all gonna just, it's gonna end anyways.
When desolation is assured.
Exactly.
When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
Damn.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine.
Facts.
Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion?
Yep.
That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have.
Facts.
I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Oh, they're going to the bird again. No.
Keep calm and listen well.
No.
Though my body will soon dissipate,
No.
there may be a way to restore it.
Yes.
Atom's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
Yes. The crystal I have. Hydaelyn gave me the power in the crystal.
Mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic.
Estola, I will do it. I don't give a
We
fuck.
came here knowing what victory may cost. So press on. Press on, and do not look back.
Why?
I shall join thee.
Why?
Subterfuge is not required. Thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Riange.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality.
Not them two,
Thus shall I
please.
hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
Bro, all of my day ones.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn, alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you, to all life on beautiful Aetheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
So there's a way to bring them back. Is that what they're saying? Is he saying that their souls hasn't faded yet, so there's a way to bring them back? We have the crystal of Azem. If Stola said not to use it. But if the souls are still here, is there another way? Is there another way? Please tell me there's another way. I can't lose this Stola in range as well. I just can't. Uranji just got the relation back with Mubrida's parents. Istola says she wants to go back to the first because she has a promise. There's no way it ends like this. There's no way it ends like this. Thancred hasn't said haven't seen Reen again. There's no way it ends like this.